Hello and welcome to Nikki's Transgender blog. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about why I actually brought the channel back. And there's a 2.5 year span of misinformation. So in the beginning, I kind of did the blog for myself. Oh, there's no kind of about it. I wanted a way to document my transition from beginning to end. And I thought that December of 2012 was the end of my transition. I had had my 2 surgeries, top and bottom, and I had decided that maybe it was time for me to move on and let other people have their day in the limelight, right? Their day to do their videos. Well, I have a 2.5 year span of empty experiences that I could share with you, but it's been 2.5 years of trying to attain acceptance. So the first thing that you might be thinking is acceptance. Well, that's something that people do, and some people are going to accept you and some people aren't. It's not the acceptance I'm talking about here. The acceptance I'm talking about is the acceptance that you have of yourself. And in the beginning, you are so gung-ho about getting the surgery and so gung-ho about how people treat you and how you interact with people, and you're very tuned into the messages that people have of saying that you're not what you appear to be. Well, that's kind of weird, right? Well, that's not the acceptance I'm talking about. I'm talking about the acceptance here, okay? Because if you're not transitioning in youth, you are transitioning later in life, right? And that might be in your 20s, 30s, or 40s like I did. And that means that you have a whole bunch of experiences and a whole bunch of time being in the other gender role to overcome. And those experiences also have a dramatic effect on your attitude, on your belief system, on who you are. So in the beginning, I think you're scratching for acceptance. You're scratching to be seen as a woman. And I think that at this point, 2.5 years later, I have a much different idea of what acceptance is, right? So, and I'm going to give you for instance, this morning I spent time getting ready for my kids and everything, taking care of their needs. And then I went to go see one of my friends who's transgender, playing tennis, because I have this brand new camera. And really, the truth behind this camera is I bought it for my video channel over at youtube.com/StarCitizenAA. But I also bought it to take pictures of my son playing football. So I wanted to go get an idea of how good this camera, the Sony a6000, would be. So I went to go watch her play tennis, and she gave me a different outlook on acceptance. And it isn't that I see this today, it's something I see in her every day that she and I interact. There isn't a person on that team that sees her differently. Everyone sees her as a lady, as a woman, as a girl, as a peer. And I think that's amazing, because that's not what I saw when I would go visit her in Chicago. When I would go up to Chicago and visit her, instead of when I see her here, she tended to congregate with the cross-dresser/TG community, which was amazing, because that's how we usually handle transition. But down here, I just see her as a woman, and so does everyone else. And I think it's because in her brain, she's accepted that, and she's put aside all that other past stuff. So she's here, and I've been here for the past 2.5 years. And it's because maybe I'm a coward, maybe I'm confused, not of what I am, but on how to, on how much outside influence I should let inside my own idea. And recently, in observing her and being around my friends and going shopping and just working and just being myself, I've started to let go of those reservations about how people see me, and I've just become me. And I'll give you a for instance. I do my Star Citizen Addicts Anonymous show weekly, and at first I was conservative, then I jumped into different attire, and then I went back to being conservative again. But I'm doing a sci-fi show, and I'm doing a show based on a video game, and I've always been weird about my wardrobe. Well, lo and behold, one of my friends, Jamie, aka Phoenix, comes into my life, and she starts working with my wardrobe little by little, and you're going to see that change in that channel and this channel over time, to flaunt the things that I have and not be scared of being female and being a little bit out there. And that's one of the things I think I've been a little bit I've shied away from over the 2.5 years since I've been away from this channel. And I think that the biggest reason for that is that I haven't accepted my role in life. I haven't accepted my role as female. On the other hand, I have accepted something very huge. I am me, and I am more than being transgender. And I think I focused on that piece so much that I forgot to let myself grow in that role of female and being a transgender woman. So I think this might happen with some people, and I think that it's one of those things that happen when you transition later in life. The other piece of it is it's really affected my dating. I think I have a standard that's like through the ceiling. I'm not hetero, I'm not bi, I would say I'm pansexual. I find attractiveness in both genders, female, male, absolutely 100%. I could look at a male and get totally turned on. I could look at a female. So that's kind of made me wonky in my dating because I really didn't understand it at first. And I don't know how many of you have gone through that. And I've just come to accept the fact that that's what I am. I'm in that middle of the road that I don't care what the person is. I just want that connection. So I've really shied away from dating, and the people I have tried to date, I've gone on a few dates. In fact, I've gone on more than I share with my best friend. She thinks I sit in my room playing video games and doing my video channel a lot, but I'm on online dating sites, and some nights that I come home late, I'm really meeting somebody for a drink and don't tell her because I'm scared to let her know that I've done that, and I really want something to work out, but I keep getting these losers, and it's like, I guess they're called catfish, and there's been about 5 of them over the last 6 months, and the most recent one, freaking sweet as pie online, and just a total arrogant SOB when I met him, and I think it's because I have this presence of being strong and big and Amazonian that the guys I meet try to go way over into the other side of being super macho and super controlling. So I've got to find people in different places. So that's really affected my love life and my own ways of seeing myself. But I think also one of the biggest reasons of me not having that great of a dating life over the last 2.5 years is the beginning part of this whole conversation, which is me accepting who I am, what I am, and what my role is. And that's where I'm going to go from now forward. And that's what we'll talk about here from time to time, I hope. So if you have any other questions for me, please send them in to me right here. Put them right in the comment section below. And I will do my best to answer them. If you want to reach me directly, sndangelo@gmail.com is a good email address to use. It's the one that's associated with the show. I was trying to beat around the one question that was asked in the last episode, which was, didn't you really just want to have sex, and didn't you run out to have sex as soon as you had your surgery? And I can tell you this, you come out of that surgery very sexually aroused about a lot of things. And I did have my experience, and it was amazingly good, and it was with somebody about half my age who was quite amazing, and it didn't go much further than that because I freaked out about the age. But yeah, I did, and I won't tell you who that experience was with, but if they do watch this, thank you so much. It was still the highlight of the last 3 years. Well, that's what I got for you right now, and I know that person has watched my videos and may continue to watch my videos, So I hope they get that message, and I hope that answers the question of, I forget the name of the person. We'll look at it in the end. Well, that's all I got for you today, all right? And if you want to keep watching this video, please give me more questions. Make sure you click the thumbs up down below. And there is a way to support the show, and you can go over to Patreon, patreon.com/Batgirl, and there's a weekly donation. You could donate 25 cents, $1, $5, $10, whatever you want. And that helps me do the shows, pay for the bandwidth of the internet, because Comcast, of course, charges a boatload of money for overages. And that's it. Thanks again, guys, and I'll talk to you very soon. Bye.